Hi, this is Van Wallach. Today I'm going to be talking about walking Westchester County. During the pandemic, my partner Naomi and I have become relentless walkers. You can tell that just by looking at the totals on the pedometer on my cell phone. Back in February, the last normal month, the total was 165,000 steps. In March, it rose to 227,000 steps. And then by August, fueled by a nonstop walking vacation in New Hope, Pennsylvania, we hit 290,000 steps. I don't know if I'll ever be able to top that. But the great majority of my pandemic steps, now close to 2 million over the past 9 months, came right here in Westchester County. It's a wonderful place for walking enthusiasts. We have been relentless daily walkers. Over the past 9 months, we've had a ground level view of the changing seasons. We've counted cars and driveways. We've dodged crashing tree limbs after storms. We've recognized dogs more than the walkers, as in, oh, look, here comes Mr. Greyhound. And we've watched with delight the ongoing artistic magic of our own Katona Chalker. We've gotten to the point where we can use shorthand to set out on our routes. We've got the Lakeside Loop, Valley Road to Memorial, Whitlockville to Anderson, Reservoir Road to Carramore, Bedford Railroad Station, down to the library and back. Our strides are so coordinated that we can estimate to within 100 steps how far we're going to walk in an hour at the rate of 100 steps per minute. The godsend since the spring really has been our membership at the Ward Pound Ridge Reservation off Route 35 going toward Ridgefield, with its hundreds of acres of very well-marked trails. Over the summer, we'd slather on bug spray for 2-hour jaunts. We especially remember an early one where we confronted a boulder-strewn, steep uphill climb that left us gasping for breath. Of course, we weren't in nearly as good a shape, I like to tell ourselves, than we are now. So maybe if we did it now, we'd be like studs at it. Anyway, I got to recommend the reservation because it's a great place to meet friends for socially distanced tramping around. And in fact, I just renewed our membership for another year. The search for variety set us cruising around Westchester. Variety, that's what you need in a time that feels a little bit too much like Groundhog Day, where every day is kind of the same. Getting out to the North County Trail, the Bronx River Parkway, from White Plains to the Kensico Dam, Sleepy Hollow, other places, it's all fantastic to do. Now, the one thing we can't get here in Westchester County so easily are beaches. So for that, we've driven back to where I used to live before Katona, that is Westport, Connecticut. We've been to Sherwood Island State Park and Campo Beach, where the endlessly pounding surf is both thrilling and relaxing. We typically combine the walk with a late lunch in Westport and a stroll around its somewhat mall-like downtown on the shores of the Saugatuck River. I lived in Westport for 17 years, so the place packs a lot of memories for me. We've also done a lot of exploring of towns here in Westchester that are south of Katona. Mount Kisco, Chappaqua, Pleasantville, Valhalla and its mighty Kensico Dam, and White Plains. As a camera buff, I find them all highly photogenic. We've explored just about every angle of White Plains that we can think of, in fact. So what have we learned during this time? Well, I got to say that mask usage varies a lot. The Bronx River Parkway over the summer felt kind of iffy with a lot of unmasked bikers, and narrow trails kind of squunched people together. In the Pound Ridge Reservation, we often would stand by as these lean, shirtless young men would come pounding down the rocky trails, running like they were in the Olympics. And I got to say that we were a little afraid that we were going to get sprayed with sweat and breath droplets containing, well, you know, as they whizzed by. Well, we never caught anything, but these days you really have to think about things like that. So Naomi and I keep looking for new parks, new riverside paths, sites like the glacially erratic Boulder and Sleepy Hollow, new walkways along the Hudson, which are always fun, and anything to get us out of the house. And with my trusty backpack, water bottles, trail mix, masks, maps, cough drops, Kleenex, and a camera, we are ready for anything. I highly recommend walking for anybody who's looking to get in shape some and see our wonderful county and just keep from going stir crazy staying in the house all the time. And what are we going to do when the pandemic ends? Well, I think we're just going to keep right on walking. There's no reason to stop it. The only thing I want to stop is having to wear a mask. So time will tell. Thanks a lot.